National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. It is a time to reflect and honor survivors and families impacted by the residential school system. Marilyn Jensen, founder of Kwan Dancers from Yukon, says this day is just one step in the reconciliation process. She is joining us this morning. Good morning to you, Marilyn.
Good morning.
Your group dance in celebration, but also in remembrance. How do you, as a team, prepare for something that just carries so much emotion?
Well, we spend a lot of time, researching and speaking with our elders and really trying to connect to all of those people that brought our culture forward for us. We know that, it's an absolute privilege and an honor, and that there's a spiritual connection when we're able to engage in this form of our culture. So we pray, we take time to do ceremony. We really just ground ourselves on our land and with each other to prepare.
And the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, that is next week, but obviously reconciliation, that is a year-round process. So what more can be done every day?
Well, I think, in Canada, we have to realize as a nation that reconciliation is something that embraces everyone, and that our history is our history. We share a history, and it's everyone's responsibility to understand and to learn about Indigenous people and our treaty relationship, how Canada started, and to know that, we really need to work together to do this. And so that, results in partnerships, real partnerships, collaboration, a lot of talking and trying to understand each other, and making huge efforts that take it beyond just words, but really into action.
And action being the key word, that's for sure. I want to ask you about your time in Rome. You were there to witness the Pope's apology back in April. What impact has that acknowledgement had, if any?
Well, I think it's an important first step. I was there with a cultural contingent with Indigenous Tourism Association of Canada, and we were there to support the delegates who actually went into the Vatican and spoke with the Pope. And so when they came out, we were there to lift them up and to support them, and so that they would hear singing from their youth and their young people, and that we would, somehow be able to assist in that process. So I think it's an important first step, but obviously it's not the be-all, end-all. Necessary, but it's still a lot of work to do.
And you're just mentioning the fact that when the members of the Assembly of First Nations walked out of the Vatican, you were there with your group dancing. What was the reaction like from them?
They were quite emotional, and we worked very hard to have representation from across Canada, from all of the major, nations, cultural regions, and also, to show them that they weren't alone, and that despite all of the efforts, to create assimilation and genocide, that it essentially didn't work. We were still there, singing our songs, wearing our regalia, right in the middle of the Vatican in St. Peter's Square, stronger than ever. So I think it was just really to lift them, and it was, we accomplished that.
What role does dance play when we speak about the healing process?
It's integral, it's a spiritual thing for us, and there's so much strength in it. When we dance, when, my group, the Kwan Dancers, we see, people that are witnessing us really emotional, really moved, really lifted, and sometimes there's a lot of tears. We see our elders also crying sometimes, and, they tell us that you're our hope for the future. This is why we survived and went through everything that we did, is so that the generations coming after us will, have the opportunity to really know and be who they are, to be able to celebrate their identity and feel okay with that, to feel that they have absolutely every right to stand in who they are, and to be acknowledged in that and validated by this nation in general.
Marilyn, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.